Hey everyone, Tony Winston here, Jazz Piano College, and doing another episode of my Stride Piano Summit series. I'm going to work a little bit on the song The More I See You. Always had a nice introduction for a song, and a typical way of getting into a song is to play the last 8 bars, or sometimes using a little part of the bridge is a good idea also. But here I'm going to use the last little part of the song where it goes. So I'm going to start here with the A flat chord. And I'm going to put a couple little 2-finger riffs in there, and then maybe a big fat chord. So let's see. And then we're ready to start the song. So, I didn't want to just do a typical harmony, which would be like E flat major and then F minor and then G minor. I wanted to have it a little bit more sanctified. In other words, a little bit more of the gospel tradition. So by going to a B flat 7th here, and notice how my 6th interval there kind of infers this chord. Without completely playing it, if I played something like, see, that's all it took was just that 6th there. I know I played a 10th here first. And then maybe something like, and then we'll get into the stride. And right there, and so it goes. It's probably an F minor chord. I don't have the chart in front of me, but I made it a dominant chord. And this is just a typical reharmonization, especially on a 2 chord, because once you make it a dominant chord, you can put all kinds of stuff into it. A minor chord, you can only add like a 9th and an 11th. That's about all you can add to the chord, really. Maybe a 13, but with a dominant chord, every tension, the flat 9, the sharp 9, the regular 9, all those tensions are available. Sharp 11th, flat 13. So, you can add. I'm going to call it the sharp 11 because this is 2020, but back in Art Tatum's day, they would probably never have called that a sharp 11. They would call that a flat 5. A flat 5. And that's a very, very typical kind of reharmonization that Art would use on a 2 chord that he had changed to a dominant 7th. Something like that. And then he might do it on the 5 chord as well. So we're just looking at a little bit of reharm on this song, basically. See, there's a dominant chord with a lot of attention to tensions. Also, these nice fat dissonances can be nice too. So there, I went to the 10th, but I played, a B flat chord to give it that gospel feeling. And they're using a kind of a turnaround. See what it did? The same thing I went over in my last video was this Dr. John turnaround. We're going to get into those climbing riffs as soon as I learn how to do them. So that's it. The main idea here is, if you get to a 2 chord and it's a minor, think about maybe changing it to a dominant 7th and then adding the flat 5. And in E flat, that would be an F7 with a 9, then the flat 5. And a 13 is good too. It's an easy chord to think of because you just play F7 to play a G major triad, one step above. Just put that down, any inversion really, but this is typical. And, whatever the melody note is, put that on top if you need to. F minor, and then changed it to the dominant. Then start the stride. All right, just like I say, these videos are going to be fairly short, so thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.